Right, so I've actually, there's a little bit of petrol in there. I've got somebody supposed to be coming to pick up that little dirt bike, in a little bit. What kind of cloth? Put here, no, it's got a paint strip on it. I don't want that one. Now, I'm supposed to have someone coming to pick that up in a little while. So, I'm going to put a bit of petrol in it, because at the minute I think it's running on more white spirit than petrol. So I've got a bit of proper petrol, actual real petrol. Just going to put a bit of oil in this can, and then stick a bit of fuel in it, a bit of petrol, give it a mix up and tip it in the bike. Make sure it starts up properly, because the last thing I want is him to go to me, can you show me it running? And I'll be like, sure, and then it won't start, and then I'll be like, well, that's a shame. I'm only going to put a little bit in. It's got about half a tank for the white spirit, but because that creates a bit of smoke, but too much smoke, the old white spirit, adding a bit of petrol to it, I hope will sort of make it run a bit better and stop a bit of the smoke. So I'll pour that in, and then we'll see what happens. See the colour of that in there. Well, I added the oil to it. Wouldn't normally use a funnel, but I don't want to spill it on the grass, because I've just got it growing again after I killed it the other time. Let's put that in there. Don't know how much it's going to take. It'll probably overflow in a minute. See what happens, shall we? Oh yeah, that's nearly full. Lovely. Put that back on there, and we'll see if we can get it to start up. Well, it seems to run pretty well now. Still very smoky, but it's probably because I poured in way too much oil. I've also sold this, so I'm going to put it back together. Oh, everything's been sold. Sweet. I doubt very much you lot will be able to see very well because this camera's pretty shit at picking up. In the low light it's probably all blotchy, but I thought I'd see if there's anyone on the radio while I'm waiting for this guy to turn up. Got it on 781 at the minute, seeing if anyone was there, but there wasn't anybody there, so we'll try the 991, which is channel 40. 781 is 1940 is 991. No one there by the sounds of it either. So let's try the 781. Doesn't sound like there's anyone on there either. I'll have a little shout out and a flick about and I'll report back if there's anyone else. If I don't come back to the radio and the video, then that's because I didn't find anyone. Alright, I've spent the last sort of half an hour trying to get this to be unseized. Problem is with it, this is the pivot point here and here where you'd turn it, so this back wheel turns. When you turn the handle it just turns, so you can turn the whole thing. But that is jammed absolutely solid, and I've been trying for the last half an hour to try and unseize it. It needs a good pressure wash really to get all that grime and dirt out, but I've been spraying oil on it, hitting it with a hammer, tipping it on its side and putting all my body weight on it. It won't come unseized. So my next bright idea is to heat it up a lot. Now, I don't have a blowtorch or anything anymore, so I'm just going to put it by the heater and let it get, it's going to take a while, but I'll let it get a bit of heat in it. I might put it a bit closer in a minute. Let it get a bit of heat in it, and if needs be, I've got a heat gun, but really I'd like a flame on it, but you know, I can only work with what I've got. So I'm going to put, you know, let it get a lot of heat in it as much as I possibly can and see if I can get it to be unseized that way. If all that fails, I'll have to take it outside again and put the pressure washer on it, but I don't know, we'll see what happens first.